So the next question is about this graph data interpretation question. So this question, these are mark scoring questions. So if such data interpretation questions come in the examination, see to it that you answer it and get all the questions correct. You just have to look at the graph and directly get the answers. Out of the total number of projects handled by company P in 2012 and 13 together, 25% were government projects. What was the total number of government projects handled by company P in 2012 and 13 together? So in this graph, what have they given? They have given details about two company P and Q and the number of projects that they have handled during a period of years 2012 to 2014. Now company P in 2012 and 13, totally how many projects has it handled? In 2012, company P has handled 330 projects, and in 2013, company P has handled 250 projects. So totally both these years put together, company P has handled 330 plus 250, or it has handled 580 projects. Out of this 580 projects, 25% projects were government projects. So they are asking what is the total number of government projects handled by P. Very easy. You have to find out 25% of 580. What is 25% of 580 means? 1 by 4 of 580. This 25% you can convert it and write it in terms of fractions, or I just have to do 580 divided by 4. Yes, so 580 divided by 4 is what? 145. So the answer that we are looking at is option B, 145. Conversion of percentages into fractions while calculating is always helpful. It will ease your calculation. For those of you who are new, please do not try to cancel this 0 out and then try to simplify it. 25 by 100 of 580 means they are asking for 580 by 4. You should be able to write it directly like that. This one step, in one step you should get the answer. Correct answer is option B. See, in such questions, you will be able to save a lot of time by doing the calculations the right way. In many questions, converting these percentages into fractions becomes really helpful to arrive at the answer faster. The project handled by a company can be broadly classified into two types. If the average number of non-governmental projects handled by company Q in 2010 and 2011 is 130, what is the total number of government projects handled by the company 2010 and 2011 together? Here in this question they are asking about company Q in the year 2010 and 2011. So in 2010 and 2011, what's the projects that Q has done? 120 and 300. Correct. So totally Q has done 420 projects in 2010 and 11 put together. It has done 420 projects. Now what have they given? If the average number of government projects handled by company Q is 130, average is 130 means the number of government projects it has handled in both the years divided by 2. That gives you the average. Correct. See, here they are finding out the non-governmental projects handled by Q in 2 years, and the average of that is given as 130 means roughly in 1 year it has handled 130 non-governmental projects. So in 2 years how much it would have handled? 130 into 2 or 260 projects it would have handled. Now this is the non-governmental projects that it has handled totally in the period of 2 years. So what is the government projects it has handled? It is nothing but 420 minus 260, that is equal to 160, that is option D. Here just remember, average means the sum of the total number of non-government projects divided by 2. Just keep that in mind. That is the only small thing that is given there. Otherwise solving it is just straight calculation. What I am trying to say, some of you directly you don't do 420 minus 130. Just remember that. Next one. The number of projects handled by company Q decreased by what percentage from 2011 to 2013? 2011 to 2013, you have to look at company Q. In 2011, the company Q has handled 300 projects. In 2013, it has handled only 180 projects. So what is the percentage decrease in the number of projects? So here, what is the percentage decrease? See, 300 minus 180 divided by 300 into 100. That's going to be the percentage decrease in value. or that is equal to 120 by 300 into 100, or that is equal to 40% decrease. See, what is the formula for percentage decrease? Percentage decrease is nothing but the actual decrease that happens divided by the original value into 100. Here from 300, that was the actual number of projects that was handled, that has decreased and become 180. So what is the percentage decrease that has happened? You have to find it with respect to 300. That's why you take 300 in the denominator. So the answer there will be option A, that is 40%. Next one. If the number of projects handled by company P increased by 10% from 2014 to 2015 and by 20% from 2015 to 2016, what was the number of projects handled by company P in 2016? Here to solve this question, we can very easily use the concept of effective percentages to arrive at the answer, right? Instead of doing it in 2 steps. See, you have to look at company P. So in company P, in the 2015 year, the projects has increased by 10%. Then what is the actual way in which you do? Find 10% of 300, add that to the number of projects that was done by P earlier. That will give you the number of projects that P did in 2014. And then again, to the answer that you get, find 20% of that and then get the final number of projects that was handled by P in 2016. Right? That is the normal way in which you do. How will you do it normally? See, 300 into 10 by 100, that is 30. So I can say that in 2015, P has handled 300 plus 30 or 330 projects. Then in 2016, this value is increasing by 20%. So again, increase by 20% means 330 plus 10% of 330 is 33. 20% of 330 is 66. Correct? 20% of 330 is 66. So that is equal to 396. So this is one way in which you can do it. Here also, don't multiply it like this. I just wrote it here. See, 10% of 300, you know directly it is 30. Don't write it like this, okay? So you will have 300 plus 30, that is 330. Then in the next year, okay, it is again increasing by 20%. So 20% of 330 I have to find out. That is nothing but 10% of 330 is 33. So 20% of 330 will be 66. So what will be the number of companies that they did in the next year? That will be 330 plus 66, that is 396. This is one way of doing it. Now you can also use the concept of effective percentage here. So first there is an increase in 10% followed by an increase in 20%. So what is the net percentage increase according to effective percentage concept that we have learned? A plus B plus AB by 100. That is the formula for effective percentage, right? When there is an increase by A percentage followed by an increase in B percentage. So this is equal to 32%. So I can say that earlier it was 300. Now it has increased by 32%. So directly again, if you find out what is 32% of 300, that is nothing but 96. So now in the final year, the number of projects handled will be 300 plus 96 or 396. Again, you will get the same answer. See, what I have done here is in 2015, okay, the projects handled is 330. Then what are they saying? From 2015 to 16, the number of projects handled is increasing by 20%. So what is 10% of 330? You know, 10% of 330 is 33. So what is 20% of 330? 33 into 2. 66. So what will be the number of projects handled? That is nothing but 330 plus 66. That's how you do. If you are using the concept of effective percentage, see, if the value of an article increases by A percentage followed by B percentage, the net increase in percentage is given as, or the effective increase in percentage is given by this formula. So here first there is a 10% increase, 10 plus 20 plus 20 into 10 by 100. So this is 32%. So what is 32% of 300? 32% of 300 is nothing but 32 into 3, that is equal to 96. So the answer that we are looking at is 300 plus 96, or I am saying that there is a 32% increase in the projects handled. So 300 plus 96, that is equal to 396. Next question. What is the difference between the total number of projects handled by company P in 2010 and 2011 together, and the total number of projects handled by company Q in 2012 and 14 together. So in 2010 and 11, 160 plus 220, or I can say P in both these years put together is handling 380 projects. How did I get it? 160 plus 220. Company Q in 2012 and 14 together, 2012, 214, 350. So 200 plus 350, that is 550. 200 plus 350. Find the difference. They have asked you to find the difference. So you have to find out 550 minus 380. See, don't write all these steps, okay, since I don't want any of you to have doubts. That's why I've written it so much. It's a one-step answer. Option C, 170.